Coming up next on Campus News, we tell you about some voter registration drives. We show you a few more AR parades, and we tell you about the Player of the Week.
All of this and much more coming up on Campus News, Laredo's best and only news for students. Hello and thank you for joining LISD's very own student newscast, the only newscast that offers the most in school and community coverage for students. I'm Gerardo Alvarado.
And I'm Sofia Almaraz from Flores Elementary School. Here's our top story. A very important training was recently held at Laredo Independent School District. This training was for the LISD police officers who will now be using body cameras. About 36 officers are now equipped with body cameras so they can use during their course of work. This has been a 2-year process to get this program approved and launched at the Laredo Independent School District. These body cameras were purchased from Reveal Media out of Seattle. An instructor from that company came down to train the police officers who are now using these cameras in accordance with the policies that are adopted by the LISD School Board. Officer Eric Villarreal is a training coordinator for the LISD Police Department. He tells us what went on during this training.
So right now what we're doing is we're presenting the officers with the policy, implementing it with them, communicate as well if there's any questions pertaining to a policy and how to use a body camera.
He also tells us why this program was put in place at the LISD Police Department.
What we're trying to do with our police department and with the community as well is that we want to develop transparency. What we're trying to do is that we don't want any kind of false allegations. At the same time, we can correct any kind of issues dealing with misconduct, or if it was misconduct based on an investigation. Everything's all going to be in video.
This is a great initiative that was put in place at the LISD Police Department. Students from the Vidal M. Trevino Magnet School recently went to Nixon High School, but they were not there to attend classes. They were there to hold their annual voter registration drive. Dr. Martha Villarreal is the principal of the VMT Magnet School. She tells us about this effort to get students registered to vote.
Today we start a voter registration drive of all the seniors of the Laredo Independent School District. Every morning we'll be going to the different high schools, making sure that our seniors are registered to vote for this year's election.
These voter registration drives are organized through the government club at the VMT Magnet School. The VMT Magnet School has been doing this for the past 9 years. Dr. Villarreal also tells us why she thinks this voter registration drive is so important.
Every year it gets so exciting because we really get all our seniors really riled up about the importance of voting and why it is that we need to make sure that they understand that this is not something that they should take for granted. It is an honor and a privilege, and certainly it is an obligation. All of us as U.S. citizens have to give back, have to make sure that we participate in our electoral system.
This was a great event that was held for the students at Nixon High School.
As this academic year continues, schools across the district have continued holding many accelerated reader programs. Pikeys Elementary joined in on the fun and held their annual parade at their school. Magdalena Bazan is the librarian at Pikeys Elementary School. She told us a bit more about this event.
Today we are having our annual AR Parade. This is in celebration and a kickoff of the AR. Students will be walking around the campus and parading.
The students were all very excited to participate in this accelerated reader parade at Pikeys Elementary School. The staff at Sanchez AR Elementary also decided to hold an AR parade at their school. Their parade was a little different because they decided to march both inside and outside of the school. The students were all very excited to celebrate the beginning of the accelerated reader program at their school. Several of the students carried posters that they had created. The posters stated their love for reading. Elba Contreras is a principal at Sanchez AR Elementary School. She tells us a bit more about this celebration.
Our theme this year is Peace, Love, Read, and we have all of our students very excited this morning to parade around the school and display their posters, showing how much they love the reading.
LISD's Library and Media Services Director Melly Pice was at this event to observe the exciting parade. This was a great event that was held over Sanchez AR Elementary School. Alma Pierce Elementary School recently had a donation drive to help out the victims of Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey struck Texas a few weeks ago and left a large need for assistance. LISD has been holding many drives to assist the victims, and the community of Alma Pierce Elementary decided to join in and help. Many students, parents, and staff members all decided to donate what they can to help out. Michelle Martinez is the assistant principal at Alma Pierce Elementary School. She tells us more about this donation drive.
We are here today to help out the victims of Hurricane Harvey. As you can see, our students went out of their way, our students and parents went out of their way to collect all these items to help out the victims. We are very proud. We are extremely grateful to our parents and our community in joining us with this effort. Thank you.
This was a great display of generosity from the entire community of Alma Pierce Elementary School.
Lisd Elementary School recently welcomed some special guests to their school. The guests were members from the First United Methodist Church. They were at the school to present some special donations to some of the students at that school. Cesar Duran is the pastor of the First United Methodist Church here in Laredo, Texas. He tells us a bit more about this donation.
We are here in the Lisd school, and we brought backpacks and church, school supplies for the students. This is very important for us because as a church we are interested in to help our community, and personally and as a church we are interested in to help the children in the schools.
The students were all happy and excited to receive these backpacks. LISD would like to thank the First United Methodist Church for this wonderful donation. A very important event was recently held at one of our great elementary schools. This was a remembrance ceremony that was held on September 11, or the First Responders Day, as it is now known. Cynthia Villarreal Gonzalez is a principal at DDHR Elementary School. She tells us about this ceremony.
Today we're holding a flag raising ceremony in memory to all first responders who lost their lives 16 years ago during the horrible 9/11 tragedy.
During this event, students sang a beautiful patriotic song as they waved American flags. Also, a few of the students read some inspiring statements honoring the victims of that day. Ms. Villarreal tells us about how important it is to honor all of our first responders.
It's very important for students to know that these first responders risk their lives daily, and they put their lives on the line just for us to have the rights that we have in this country.
This is an excellent event that was held over at DDHR Elementary School.
Students at Figueroa High School also got the chance to register to vote. This voter registration drive was also organized by the students of Vidal M. Trevino Magnet School. Laura Flores is a principal of Figueroa High School. She spoke to the students beforehand to get them prepared for this important registration drive. Dr. Martha Villarreal was also present at this event. She spoke to the students and told them about the importance of being involved in the political system of the United States. Dr. Villarreal shares with us how participating in this builds character in students.
This is part of something that we do as part of character education building. Our students are taught the importance of being a good citizen, how important it is for them to give back to this community, to our state, and to our nation. And the best way to do this is by expressing their opinions, their voice with their vote.
The students at Figueroa High School really appreciated having this opportunity to register to vote. When we return, our co-anchors Alex and Bella will continue bringing you the news. Stay tuned.
Laredo Independent district encourages all students to read every day.
Boogie on down to your school library or public library and read a cool book.
Reading will provide you with unlimited possibilities. Read a book, an e-book, a magazine, or a newspaper. Your choices are unlimited. Books make everything groovy.
Peace, love, and read!
At Laredo ISD.
The Laredo Independent School District would like to remind you about an important policy. All students must be dressed in a manner that adheres to the district-wide dress code policy. This dress code is in place in order to provide a safe and distraction-free learning environment for all students of LISD. The dress code applies to all LISD campuses and facilities and any location off campus where LISD students are receiving classroom instruction. If you have any questions about the dress code, please contact your school.
Laredo ISD prepares each student with unlimited possibilities every day. Attending school daily and on time is important for your child's academic success. We encourage you to take the following flu prevention precautions to ensure your child stays healthy and avoids school absences. Get your flu vaccine. Wash your hands with soap and warm water. Use alcohol-based hand sanitizers if soap and water is not available. Cover your nose and mouth when you cough or sneeze. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth. Wash your hands before eating. Do not share food, drinks, or utensils. Avoid close contact with sick people and schedule your routine checkups. Also important is to get plenty of sleep, be physically active, manage your stress, drink plenty of fluids, and eat nutritious meals. Let's all enjoy a healthy lifestyle and experience the unlimited possibilities at Laredo ISD.
Welcome back to LISD's Campus News. I'm Bella Dankos.
And I'm Alex Hine, also from Ryan Elementary School. We will continue bringing you the news.
Peter Piper Pizza recently made a very generous donation to our students. They donated a dictionary to every single third grade student at LISD. They were recently at K. Tarver Elementary School to present some of these dictionaries. Melissa Compian Isaguirre is the marketing field representative for Peter Piper Pizza. She tells us about this donation.
Our dictionaries are given to all third grade students across the LISD district. It's very important for students to have a dictionary with them for their education. At Peter Piper, education is our top priority for our students.
This dictionary donation was a part of their Partners in Education program. LISD would like to say thank you to the great people at Peter Piper Pizza.
An innovative class was recently given to some of the parents of LISD. This class was called the Pillow Training Class. During this class, parents learn how to physically take care of themselves so that they can take better care of their children. Carlos Rene Ramirez is the lead parent liaison at Laredo Independent School District. He tells us what else this course will teach the attendees.
This two-class course will also help us discover the emotional state, the spiritual state, and of course the willingness to discover new things of how to better our lives in order for us as parents to be ready physically and emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, whatever it takes to be able to take care of our children.
These courses are available to all parents and family members of LISD. If you would like to participate in these courses, please contact your child's school. The students at Bruni Elementary School also held an exciting AR kickoff parade at their school. Students sat along the hallways to see mascots from the Great American Cookie Company and Texas Roadhouse parade through their school. They were joined by the City of Laredo Waste Services Billy Bote and also the HEB mascot. Melly Pies is the Director for Library and Media Services at LISD.
She tells us why she was at the school with a big trophy.
We're here at Bruni Elementary, kicking off the Accelerated Reader program for this school year. I'm also here to present the second place district-wide Accelerated Reader trophy. The Badgers here at Bruni, 99% of the students met their goal. That is such an accomplishment, and I'm here to congratulate them and present to them their trophy.
She also tells us what her challenge to the school will be for this year.
I'm also going to challenge them for them to earn for 100% of the students to meet their goal this school year. I know they're going to be able to do it. They've already started reading during the summer and they're reading throughout, and I know that they can do it.
The students were very excited to receive their second place trophy and are ready to continue excelling in the Accelerated Reader program this year. Hurricane Harvey relief efforts have continued all throughout the country and also here at LISD. The latest example happened at Pikeys Elementary School. The students and staff all decided to pitch in a little bit to assist the victims of Hurricane Harvey. Jose Ramirez is the school counselor at Pikeys Elementary. He tells us about this donation drive.
Today we had a couple of visitors from the Webb County Sheriff's Department. They came in to pick up a few items that we have collected throughout these past 2 weeks from our classrooms, starting with pre-K and kinder all the way to 5th grade. We encouraged our students to help out the victims of Hurricane Harvey in Houston and the surrounding areas.
This was another example of the generosity that exists at Laredo Independent School District. Earlier we told you about a course that was given to several parents of LISD that was called the Pillow. Well, there was another one of these courses, but this one is called the Kleenex. This one was held at the campus of Don Jose Gallego Elementary School. These courses are offered through the Parent and Family Engagement Program of LISD. Carlos Rene Ramirez, the lead parent liaison for LISD, tells us more about this class.
This particular courses are known as the Parental Skills and Development courses. So it gives us the opportunity to explore, and most importantly, to discover all the potential that our parents have in order for them and us together as a team be able to enrich and empower our kids, our children and young people into their education.
Mr. Ramirez also shares with us how it feels to be able to offer these types of courses to the parents of LISD.
So I'm very pleased that LISD continues with the vision of having children's first, and today is a perfect example of that. So we're very happy to have this particular time in gathered to be able to learn from each other, to discover our own gifts so we can become a better parent.
LISD would like to thank all of the parents that took some time out of their busy schedules to participate in these courses. Pikeys Elementary recently held a great event at their school's library. They invited the students' grandparents to the school so they would spend some quality time together. Grandparents are a very important part of students' families and their support systems. Griselda Manrique is the librarian at Pikeys Elementary School. She tells us about this Grandparents' Day event.
Today we're celebrating our grandparents and promoting reading at the same time here in the library. The students can come in with their grandparents and read a good book and take an AR quiz.
And as Ms. Manrique said, the grandparents joined the students in reading some of their favorite books. Some of them would go to the bookshelves and select the books with their grandchildren. Cookies and punch was provided to everyone who attended this event. This was a great way to celebrate Grandparents' Day at Pikeys Elementary School. When we return, we will tell you about the Player of the Week. Stay tuned.
At the Laredo Independent School District, there are many different fine arts programs available. Students can choose from joining the band, orchestra, or the elementary cheer and dance program. There are many other opportunities as well.
Being in mariachi helps keep the music or culture alive. I'm in cheerleading because I think it is important to keep our school spirit strong.
Being a diamond dancer is a lot of fun. I love to dance. It is a great way to show our school pride. It's given us as a team the opportunity to showcase our talent in Laredo and across the state. It's taught me discipline, responsibility, to keep up my grades, and to come to school every day. Go Bobcats!
If you are interested in participating in any of these fine arts programs, speak to your school counselor.
Welcome back to Campus News. A football player from our very own Martin High School was recently selected as Player of the Week. That player was Matthew Duron, the quarterback of the Martin Tigers. This award is presented by KGNS TV and Academy Sports and Outdoors. They select one outstanding football player from that week's game and honor him as the Player of the Week. Matthew accounted for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns during this outstanding game against Donna North. The Tigers won that game 35-14. Football is the ultimate team sport, but Matthew really stood out during this game, and that's why KGNS TV decided to honor him for his efforts. Congratulations to Matthew Duron for having been selected as Player of the Week.
The students of Laredo will soon be the recipients of some very useful notebooks. Several of the local radio stations, together with the new local business, got together to collect notebooks for the children of Laredo. Monica from 106.1 was a part of this effort. She tells us a little bit more about these notebooks that they collected.
Hey, it's Monica from Hot 106.1. We, along with Digital 94.9 and La Ley 100.5, got together with Extreme Ice Rink and we donated 10,000 notebooks to the children of Laredo. So this is the notebooks in the back of us. You can see the panels, and a lot of kids in Laredo are going to benefit greatly for this. So thanks to our communications, to Extreme Ice Rink, and to LISD for everything that you guys do, and we hope that the students have a great school year.
LISD would like to thank the radio station and Extreme Ice Rink for this very helpful donation. That wraps up this edition of Campus News. I'm Alex Hyde.
And I'm Bella Dankaz. Don't forget to tune in next time. Until then, make sure you continue to take advantage of the unlimited possibilities that are offered at LISD. See you next time.
Laredo ISD prepares each student with unlimited possibilities every day. Attending school daily and on time is important for your child's academic success. Experience the unlimited possibilities at Laredo ISD.
I am Isabel Ramirez, Master of Arms, Petty Officer, 3rd Class of the United States Navy. I enrolled in 2010 to the U.S. Navy, and I got training for military police, which is called Master at Arms in the Navy. I did 2 years in Nebraska, serving under Offutt Air Force Base, and then from there I transferred over to Okinawa, Japan for another 2 years.
So tell me about your duties and responsibilities while serving in the United States Navy.
My responsibilities were to patrol and secure the entrance at the pier from ships that were coming in and out, and the other military members that were deploying. In my first duty station, we did a joint task for the president during 2012. He had his security, which is Secret Service, and ourselves post out to secure the base where he was landing at, and it was really exciting to work with the Secret Service.
Would you consider that your most memorable moment?
So that was definitely one of the most exciting times during my time in Nebraska. But in Japan, I got to work with NCIS, and it's nothing like you see on TV. And when you're there protecting and doing investigations and whatnot, or seeing deaths that they're investigating, or sexual assaults or whatnot, it was definitely very exciting for me to work alongside with them.
Why the United States Navy?
So honestly, I never thought I would join the Navy. Throughout my education, I thought I was going to go to the medical field, and that's all I studied. I went to the health science magnet and graduated from Martin. And when I started that summer at TAMU, I experienced several hardships in my life and close by deaths that hit close to home. So I ended up looking at changing my career. My cousin came back from the Marines, and it just became an option that seemed like a secure, good future, and very honorable thing to do, to like represent the country.
How do you describe yourself?
Life's an adventure, so that's pretty much what you'll see when you see me. Like, everything's gonna be a great experience, whether it was, like I said, at the time you're not thinking it's a great experience. So just full of life, I guess. My first year back was not as easy as everyone thinks, that you just come back and socialize with everyone just the same way you would with transferring from any job to another. You're used to a certain order, a certain way of doing things all the time, and other people having to do the same things as well. And then coming back, you don't have that order unless you create it yourself.
Isabel, if you had a message for our Laredo ISD students, what would it be?
Do everything you do with a passion, even if at the time you think it's not something you're going to do for the rest of your life.
You graduated from Martin High School. Tell me all about that.
So I graduated from Martin High School, and during my time in high school, I participated in band, tennis, soccer, and I was also part of the student council and a part of my class. And I graduated in 2006, so I was a part of the 2006 class from freshman year all the way to senior year. I was a part of the health science magnet as well.
Well, you kept busy during high school. So how do you keep busy nowadays?
I'm currently working at Border Region for a program called Military Veteran Peer Network, and I'm the Veteran Peer Specialist. I'm also going to school at the moment. I'm attending TAMU, and I'm going there to finish my political science bachelor's. And during my free time, I also participate in volunteering and helping with the Laredo Border Slam and the American Legion, and also the LULAC Veterans Council. So I try and keep myself busy as much as possible, and with the same help that I got when I transitioned, I try and provide as much help as I can with the veterans that are now transitioning or that are still transitioning.
Isabel, Laredo ISD thanks you for your service.